Do you want to get into the Yakuza franchise but don't know how? Don't worry, your big bro's gotcha. Tip number one, the most obvious, start with Yakuza 0. Yakuza 0 is a prequel, so you don't need to know anything about the stories and the characters so far. It is a perfect way to jump into the franchise fresh, and it introduces you to two of the most important characters in the franchise, Kiryu Kazuma and Goro Majima. And you can ignore the director's cut, by the way. You can play the original Western release and just play the chronological order from there. My second tip, wait for Kiwami 3. I love the original Yakuza 3, but if you go from Kiwami 2 to the Yakuza 3 remastered, it's going to be a jarring shift. The OG Yakuza 3 looks and feels dated, so the best course of action is to just wait for the remake. It's going to release soon, and by the time it releases, you're probably not even finished with the previous games anyway. The third tip, and probably the most important one, is to accept change. This series has gone through small and significant changes over the years, okay? Especially in the Yakuza 7 era, so it's best that you condition your mind from the get-go. But even with all these changes, there is still a familiar feeling that you'll get from the tone and the side content, which I will get into later, but that at least will give you some comfort zone. The fourth tip I have is to take your time with the story. The stories in these games can get heavy and emotional, and there are characters here that you will grow some attachment to that go through tragic arcs. So it can get emotionally draining, but the other thing is that a lot of these plot points can get really convoluted and dragging. So if you're going to play through these games, it's best not to power through the story so quickly because you can definitely burn yourself out. Which actually brings me to my fifth and final tip. Enjoy the side content. There's just a lot of interesting mini games and side quests in each of these games that can take you hours upon hours to go through, and it's a good way to take a break from the overly serious, dramatic main story. And playing through the side content is how you get the true Yakuza experience. Because the franchise is known for mixing the serious melodrama of the main plot lines to the wacky zaniness of the side content, and mixing these two tones together really shouldn't work, but it does. And that is how Yakuza is meant to be played. You're fighting with honor and avenging your family and your friends in one scene, and then the next you're protecting this Michael Jackson wannabe as he moonwalks through the city. And that is the unique beauty of these games that separate them from other franchises. But let me know what you guys think. What tips do you have for Yakuza newcomers? Let me know down in the comments.